Welcome to the Sprite Cup Series Season 5. We're live at Daytona International Speedway for the Bluegreen Vacations Duels that will set the starting grid for the Season 5 Daytona 500. Let's take a look at your drivers to watch for. Ross Chastain qualified on pole for the Daytona 500. No matter what happens tonight, he will start on pole. Doesn't matter where he finishes. Kyle Larson, former duel winner, won his duel in Season 3. He hopes to do it again and get that third place starting spot. Noah Gragson in the 42 for Legacy Motor Club. Hoping to have a strong finish here to have a good starting position in the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch moves to Richard Childress Racing in the 8 car. He hopes to make a good first impression here tonight. Daniel Suarez, defending Daytona 500 champion, starts mid-pack here in Duel 1. He hopes to make his way through the field and gain that third place starting spot. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines! Wow! Wow!
Cars are fired up and roll off for 6 laps around Daytona to set the inside lane for the Daytona 500. Now let's look at your starting lineup. On the pole, it is Ross Chastain, and to his outside is Kyle Larson. Then we have Chris Buescher and Noah Gragson. Behind them, it's Eric Jones and William Byron. Then we have Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. Then it's Daniel Suarez and Joey Logano. Behind them, it's Harrison Burton and Bubba Wallace. And rounding out the field, it is Chase Briscoe. We're ready to go green here in Duel 1 to set the inside lane for the Daytona 500. Green flag is in the air. Chastain moves up to the middle to pick up Kyle Larson. Gragson moves up to third as now everyone's migrating to the top as the inside lane falls away. Here they come to take lap 2. Chastain just now parading the field around Daytona, as all 13 cars are nose to tail. Here they come to take lap 3. The whole field single file as they round Daytona. Something has to give in the closing stages of the race. Here they come to lap 4. Larson peeks out there to try to make something happen, falls back in line. The field flies by down the backstretch. Here they come to 2 to go. Chastain still leading. No one has made a move yet. But when they get to this white flag, expect to see some drivers try to break the single file. Here they come, white flag. Larson dives to the bottom. He picks up his teammate William Byron and they take the lead going down the backstretch. Here comes Joey Logano with a push from Harrison Burton. Here they come into the tri-oval. It's a drag race to the line. Kyle Larson wins Duel 1. And this was the last lap move. He dives all the way to the inside lane, then goes back to the middle to pick up his teammate, as Byron had moved to the middle lane when Larson had moved all the way to the bottom. Here it is again. Larson moves all the way to the bottom, and Chastain tries to block. Then the oncoming Noah Gragson had a huge run, so Chastain saw that and blocked Noah Gragson. But what he didn't realize was that William Byron had come to the middle, and Larson moved up to pick up William Byron, which left Ross Chastain in which left Ross Chastain to fend for himself, even though he was being pushed by Noah Gragson, as Larson had the momentum from William Byron and was able to take the lead. And as you saw in the continuing replay, take the win in Duel 1. He'll take the checkered flag here tonight in Daytona as he burns it down. Congratulations to Kyle Larson for winning Duel number 1. Here are your final results. Kyle Larson wins Duel 1, which means he will start third in the Daytona 500. Joey Logano, William Byron, Harrison Burton, Ross Chastain round out the top 5. Ross Chastain will keep his first place starting position for the Daytona 500. Like I said, no matter what happens, he will start first in the 500. Chris Buescher finishing 13th, so he will get the dreaded last place starting position in the Daytona 500. We'll be back shortly for Duel 2. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Daytona. We're ready for Duel number 2, which will set the outside lane for the Daytona 500. Let's take a look at your drivers to watch for. Alex Bowman starts first. In tonight's duel, he qualified second for the Daytona 500. No matter what happens tonight, he will keep that second starting spot in the Daytona 500. Doesn't matter where he finishes. Chase Elliott, former winner of the Daytona 500 here in the Sprite Cup Series, he starts third and looks to win here tonight to get that 4th place starting spot in the Daytona 500. Ty Gibbs takes over the 18 from Kyle Busch at Joe Gibbs Racing. He's hoping to make a good first impression. Martin Truex Jr., 2 years ago, winner of the Season 3 Daytona 500. He hopes to make his way through the field tonight to get a good starting spot in the Daytona 500. Ryan Preece replaces Cole Custer in the 41 car. He's also hoping to make a good first impression. Brad Keselowski won the Clash last Saturday. Starts second to last tonight, but he's a super speedway ace, so expect him to climb his way through the field. And starting last tonight is Eric Almirola, super speedway ace himself as well. Winner of the Season 2 Daytona 500. Watch out for him tonight. Now let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Cars fired up and roll off for 6 laps around Daytona. Now let's look at your starting lineup. In row 1, it is Alex Bowman and Christopher Bell. Behind them, it's Chase Elliott and Austin Dillon. Inside row 3, Ryan Blaney and the rookie Ty Gibbs is to his outside. Then we have Martin Truex Jr. and another rookie in Ryan Preece. Then we have Austin Cindric and Kevin Harvick, defending Sprite Cup Series champion. And running out the field, it was Brad Keselowski and Eric Almirola. We're ready for green flag racing here in Duel 2 to set the outside lane for the Daytona 500. Green flag is in the air. Chase Elliott giving a good push to Alex Bowman. They migrate to the middle lane. But no one migrating to the top lane quite yet. That inside line has not fallen away. Here you see, bottom right of your screen, just slight glimpse of the front bumper of Ryan Blaney as Alex Bowman leads the field around Daytona. Austin Dillon moves to third, getting past Christopher Bell as they come into the tri-oval. Alex Bowman remains the leader. It's a Chevy top three. Bowman, Elliott, Dillon. No one making a move yet, as Bell and Ty Gibbs form a tandem and get past the 48 and the 9. Now they move up to the middle to catch a side draft. Oh, Elliott nearly got loose off the front bumper of Christopher Bell. Here they come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Here in Duel 2. Everyone moves to the top side now. Here comes the Penske teammates of Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney. Here they come into the tri-oval. Elliott goes around! And Austin Cindric is going to come through and win. What a finish. And what a final lap. Let's take a look at it. So Bowman was comfortably in the lead. And then the tandem of Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs moved up to the high side to try to make a move. And Elliott and Bowman followed. And then here came the tandem of Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney, completely blindsiding them. And they tried to make a move, but Elliott blocked on behalf of Bowman. But Cindric and Blaney crossed him over, and Blaney tried to block, but turned himself, leaving Bowman at the mercy of the Penske teammates. And here is the spin. There you see, Cindric moves up, Elliott blocks, Cindric crosses him over, Elliott tries to block again, but turns himself, and finishes last in the duel, which will mean he will start 24th in the Daytona 500. Austin Cindric drove through the field and won Duel 2. He'll take the checkered flag and burn it down. Congratulations to Austin Cindric for winning Duel number 2 here at Daytona. Here are your final results. Austin Cindric wins Duel 2. Alex Bowman coming in a close second. But his drafting partner spun himself out in the final few yards of the race, as Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and Ryan Preece run out the top 5. Preece and Gibbs showing out, finishing 5th and 6th. That will translate into great starting positions for the Daytona 500. Good first impressions for the rookies. Chase Elliott finishing 12th after spinning himself out off the bumper of Austin Cindric. He'll start 24th in the Daytona 500 in the second to last row. This Sunday, it's the Daytona 500, the first race of Season 5 at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. I hope you enjoyed these duels. This is Brandon Gomez in the booth, signing off.